Jesus Christ.
What?
Get your shit together.
I'm trying. We're lucky we're here at all.
Scene 1, take 1, A mark.
Lucky we're
One,
here.
take 1, B mark.
Did you just snort?
No.
Flat foot snorter.
Oh my God. I tell you some things in confidence and you bring it to the air. Turn the air off. It's freezing, by the way.
Oh no.
Are you choking on your lozenge? Mm-hmm. You fragile baby.
I'm gonna get hot real fast.
Why are you wearing a long sleeve?
Because I feel unwell.
Are you cold?
No, but I just wanted to feel comfortable.
Got you. So you wore a long sleeve on a hot, humid day.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to another episode of The Sip. I'm Ryland Adams, of course, joined by...
Elizabeth Homoke.
Thank you for gracing us with those nails. I realized after, I was on the Instagram Explore page, just browsing.
Yeah.
And I've realized that style of nail is a phenomenon right now. Like, that is what the girls, what are they calling them? That girl is doing.
I don't know that you're right.
I do know that I'm right. Like, as soon as I
So what
saw
style
that,
are you talking about specifically?
the arched tip after whatever you've got going on.
The crescent moon on the base?
Yeah.
Sure. But
Because then I saw Kylie Jenner had them. That girl.
I would say that girl right now has the pastel color palette French tip. I wouldn't say this is every girl right now. I wouldn't say this is a that girl style.
Okay, so you didn't. Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not like that girl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm different. And not to say that there's anything wrong with that girl.
Right.
I like what she's doing too.
I think today's episode is going to be a little bit different because I have no will to do anything, really.
Right. I thought you'd be more peppy with the steroid shot.
No, I think the steroids are almost over.
Oh.
Like today, I took my last steroid, and since I've seen
He's trying to bulk. Just kidding.
since I've seen everyone last, I've been miserable. I've had the most miserable week ever because I don't have coronavirus. I took every precaution to go make sure I got a rapid fire test and a lab test, and negative on both. I have postnasal drip, which is caused by allergies.
So sexy. He's a postnasal drip girl. Nasal? Nasal.
Yeah.
Nozzle.
So your allergies build up, the snot goes down your throat, triggers your body to cough. Your cough inflames your throat. And then it just is this never-ending cycle of hell. Mm-hmm. And so I guess I need to get down to the bottom of what I'm actually allergic to and just not enter the world. I don't know if it's something that's blooming, if it's something in the house. I've cleaned the house like you wouldn't believe. I've done all the bed sheets. I've vacuumed like a crazy person, changed all the air vents. I'm trying to get anything that might be triggering these allergies to get out of my body.
Yeah.
So then when I went to the doctor, she was like, well, we could just give you a steroid and it will help pick you right back up.
Yeah.
And the steroid was a shot in my ass.
Yeah.
I've never had a shot in my ass like that before.
Did you kind of like it?
No.
Okay.
It was awful.
I don't know. I'm looking for the bright side.
When they tried to pull down my pants to get to the part of the butt they needed.
You got semi-hard.
My pants are, no, I didn't. But my pants were too tight. So I was hold on. I had to get back up on my knees, unbutton my pants, and then pull them down so that they were able to give me the shot.
So demoralizing.
And then she was like, it's going to make you numb for a while. For 3.5 hours, I could not walk because the numbness it made my butt. And I don't know that it helped that much at all. I think maybe I'm having an opposite reaction to the steroid because I haven't been well.
Well, you did tell me you were feeling better, and then today it was worse, but you also just said that you're kind of the steroid's wearing out, right?
I'm on the last day of the steroid, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't...
You don't want to go through the shot thing again?
It's just so... and oh my gosh,
you're
it's
miserable.
awful.
I can see it in your eyes.
I'm very miserable. And yesterday I thought I had turned a corner. And so that's why I was like, oh, we can do the podcast. It's going to be fine. I'm not contagious because it's allergies. So we're fine to be together. It's just... I need to get down to the bottom of it. So if you've had postnasal drip, anything, any
Help
solutions
him. Help
would be
him.
greatly appreciated. And it's just taken away. I know it's like there's so much worse things in the world. Like people are getting coronavirus. Like I'm fine, but with that being said, it like takes away everything that brings me joy. Like normally when I'm having a bad day, I have all of these XXX and X I can do. Like I'll meditate or I'll do this, but like I couldn't meditate because I can't breathe out of my nose. I couldn't like go work out because I don't feel well, which is what normally brings me back to life. So I'm just like sitting miserably. Yeah. And I'm not like the cute kind of sick. I'm like an awful kind of sick where everything annoys me and I'm agitated because I like don't, so I've been miserable.
I'm sorry.
I'm so happy I could bring joy to all of your day.
Well, the good news is for a sick boy, they got all the Twilights on Netflix now.
Is that what you've been doing?
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever seen a Twilight.
I was obsessed with the books when I was younger and like read them a whole bunch like all the time and like sexualized,
Which one?
Edward. And everybody like this is what I don't get. Like I don't get the Edward versus Jacob shit. Because it never as a reader or a consumer of anything Twilight did I think that there was a chance in fucking hell this girl was gonna end up with Jacob.
Well, I don't know the storyline, so it doesn't matter. I can't take
I'm not gonna do any
stance.
Spoilers for those listeners who have yet to enjoy the saris.
Because it's on Netflix and you can go enjoy for yourself.
And I watched it 2 times this weekend. I watched all 5 movies 2 times this weekend. Is it 5? So there's like the first ones and then the last one is 2 parts. Anyways, watched all of them multiple times. Have new rules in my house because of it. I told Joe I want him to have an inescapable need to touch me when he walks by me. I also want him to be violently protective. So when he walks by me, I want a little touch. And then if someone tries to talk to me, I want him to go like that and like put an arm out to like protect me.
So
I want him to growl at other people because it's like it's hot. Like there's something hot about that.
Are you going to go back to the Vampire Diaries now? Like are you
I
on
never
the
did
Vampire
Diaries?
What's the Anna Paquin one?
True Blood.
Yeah, did you do that?
No.
Okay, so you're exclusively a Twilight girl.
I mean, I'm a Twilight and I'm a Buffy bitch. Like, I'm into those two. And honestly, these movies are so bad that my next trip is going to be watching it with the actor commentary on. Because apparently they're very, like, open about the experience because it's pretty absurd. You know what I mean? Like, and there's some great TikToks going around with the commentary in the background of the videos where it's just like Kristen Stewart's like, I was told to blink profusely and have an intense flashback. And then like, I think Robert Pattinson's like, what are you doing in this scene? She's like, I'm blinking profusely and having an intense flashback. Like,
and it made them stars. It gave them the creative freedom to then do what they wanted afterwards.
I'm probably saying this wrong. Rami Malek, he's in them too.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like you watch this and you're like, wait a fucking second, is that Bryce Dallas Howard?
Is
like,
it?
Yes, bitch. Like everybody's in these fucking movies.
Wow.
And it's so funny to me. It is so funny to me. Like Anna Kendrick blew up and was like, no, not even a big, like she's in kind of all but one of the movies. And she's such a fucking throwaway role that it like doesn't even matter, which is one of my qualms with the books and the whole series, that they have all these background characters that never sort of have an arc or a, like Neville Longbottom got to save the day in Harry Potter, at least. Do you know what I'm saying? But these people are just sort of like, well, they were there, now they're not.
Is Harry Potter worth the watch? I haven't done either of them. Yes, of course
Harry Potter's worth the watch. Are you kidding?
I've never seen Harry Potter.
I've seen one-off movies.
Chris just fainted.
Maybe that's what I'll do because I've been in desperate need of finding a series that really captivates my attention. I've tried everything this week and nothing has hit for me. So
yeah, definitely try that.
And I didn't give Sexy Beasts a try, the dating show.
Oh, it's awful. I watched the whole season.
You watched where did you find all of this time?
I don't know, because I've been really busy.
I know where you found the time. You forgot your anniversary. Lizzie forgot her 7-year anniversary because she was busy watching Twilight on Netflix.
Twilight came after the anniversary debacle.
Oh, so this was Sexy Beasts.
In my defense, everybody forgot my 7-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah. I'm guilty.
No, I mean, like Joe and I both forgot.
Right.
Didn't even realize, because we'd also had a discussion where we're like, oh, we're not going to recognize that date anymore. Like, it's our wedding date now.
See, and I was a little confused by that. And that's why, to me, it makes the most sense to get married on your anniversary so that you don't have, like, there's already too many fucking holidays. And I'm a holiday person. Yeah. I like to go above and beyond for every little stupid thing there is. Every date you can.
You have a holiday shed. Like, we get it.
Like, I go above and beyond.
Girl.
I'm that girl. And so, sorry. Oh. You know what? I almost thought.
We don't need to talk about it. Don't tell me. I'll throw up.
Yeah, Shane's been like, because boogers and snot are his like, so it's been.
I've been caught so many times this week picking my nose, and it's driving me fucking crazy. And Joe started making fun of me because he's caught me doing it now. Because now I just sort of freeze when it happens.
You freeze up in there.
Yeah, and I don't move because I think if I don't move, they can't see me.
You've got the luxury of like the high arch
scoopers,
nail.
and because these are my real nails, they're not too thick to get the thickest. When I have fake nails, I can't pick my nose.
You just got to make sure you're cleaning the underneath before you go places.
Look at
those are
testify.
Pretty clean.
Pretty? Girl, there's nothing dirty about my undernails.
I'm doing pretty good too. Okay, back to your anniversary. So we agree, like you should scrap that one because it doesn't matter because now you're married.
But it felt like this should be our last one because it's so close to our wedding date. So
it's 7 years.
Yeah, and also I always forget how many years I've been with this man.
Right.
And he knows, so it's fine. So I was like going to the bathroom and I texted him. I was like, "Oh, it's our anniversary," and he goes, "Oh, it is, isn't it?" And so we went to the Santa Monica Pier. And then we went to dinner on the PCH or whatever.
Cute.
And then we came home and that was it.
Thanks for the story. You literally couldn't be more bored.
I know. Well, I was disappointed because we went to the pier to go on rides and we wanted to go at nighttime because I'm a vampire now. And I'm, if I go out in the sunlight, my diamond skin will twinkle and the Volturi or whatever are gonna have to come. It's fine. Turn it on. I'm hot too. I get it.
Okay.
And so I can't go out in the sunlight because I can't give away our vampire secrets. So we had to go at nighttime. But the fucking rides end at 8, and we got there at 7:30, and they wouldn't even let us go on a ride. Wouldn't even sell us tickets.
Wow.
So I got some hot Cheeto street corn. We walked around. I posted on my story to see if any of my fans were on the pier and if my audience wanted to approach me.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You were doing a meet and greet on the Santa Monica Pier?
I tried desperately, but apparently nobody wants to meet and or greet me.
Well, interesting.
I did get one nasty DM though, because I never check my DMs because they hurt my feelings usually.
Right.
And so I checked one time and someone was like, "This feels forced." And it's like, it was very forced. It was forced so that I could find you. But they don't care.
Sorry.
Nobody cares.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
This is the saddest. Don't do it.
Well, no, we're gonna have to cut this out.
Nah, this is staying.
Yeah, Chris calls the shots up in this beach. Chris has creative control. No. He's scared. No, I don't.
Lizzie attempted to get me back on TikTok. You had a sad attempt. It almost worked.
A sad attempt?
I mean, yeah, I would say it's a last ditch effort. You're always
and I'm going to continue to send you TikTok links. I'm not giving up.
The problem is, even if I'm intrigued to click one of them, it goes to a login, and I don't know how to log in anymore.
I feel like you should show me, because I don't think that's the truth. Because Joe doesn't have a TikTok yet. He can see the ones that I sent him.
Really?
Yeah.
I showed you the screenshot that happens when I try.
I want to after this, we'll fiddle with your phone and I'll check it out. But I express myself via other people's TikToks, and it is a travesty that my BFFL over here refuses to hit the links.
I just don't.
I'm sending you stuff that'll make you belly laugh. You'll relate to it.
You think I'll belly laugh?
Yeah, I'm not sending you shit that's not about you. I tried to send you Hillary Duff.
I know. After one didn't work, then she goes, "Well, Hillary Duff's on TikTok," hoping I'll log in for Hillary Duff. And I go,
which I think was awfully big of me.
Yeah, it is. It was intriguing, and I was like, maybe I will. And then you texted me 100 times about how offended you were, and I said, but honestly, I don't know if there's anything Hillary Duff's doing on TikTok that makes me need to go over there.
No, she's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah, she was on my For You page.
Doing what?
Funny things. Maybe you'll never know. Maybe you should hit that link.
I wonder, I feel like I'm a train wreck today.
Yeah.
I'm normally trying to navigate the ship. Is anybody even going to want to listen to this?
Yeah.
All right.
People fucking love nasal drips.
They love the post-nasal?
Yeah, they love a post-nasal drip. It's all the rage these days.
They love the nails.
These nails and nasal drips.
That's all they came for.
Do you want me to give an update on my psychotic friend shit?
Yeah.
So, as my audience might remember, a few weeks ago, maybe it was just 2, I'm not entirely sure.
Right.
But I was having an emotional breakdown and a shame spiral over the fact that I texted my friend's boyfriend a multitude of times, inserting myself into his relationship and declaring whether or not he should propose to his woman.
Right.
As we all recall.
Yeah, no. I remember it was crazy. And he didn't respond to you ever.
He never responded to me. Well, that day... And also, I felt like it was really safe for me to talk about that on the pod because I feel like my friends don't really listen. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like this is a safe space between me and my audience, and my friends don't come in. Like, the only friends I have here are you and Chris, but you guys are, like, really nice to me, so it's fine. So I meet up, I drive home, and I'm still in my shame spiral, and I call another one of my best friends, Kate, and I'm just like, Kate, you know, I did this crazy bitch thing, and I'm about to see Shannon, and, like, do I tell her what I did?
Right, because you were going to get your nails done with her, and had she been, was she going to get engaged, you were going to pay for her nails.
Right, but I'd already said, you know, disregard, I'm a mess. Remove myself from their engagement situation. Anyways, Kate was like, don't you fucking dare tell her the weird shit you did. She's like, because if you tell her, and she's not already feeling like this is the trip where she's going to get engaged, she is now really going to feel like this is the trip where she gets engaged. So you're setting up an expectation for her that she might not already have. And if she doesn't get engaged, now she's going to be disappointed because you're a crazy fucking bitch who put some shit in her head. And I was like, damn, you're right. I won't tell her. But I felt really uncomfortable the second we started walking because she just said like, oh, you know, actually, I do watch your podcast. And I went, oh, maybe you shouldn't this week. And then I felt really uncomfortable because it's like, you know, I'm not good with secrets, which is also something I told her boyfriend so that he wouldn't tell me if they were going to get engaged because I would just tell her because I'm really bad with secrets. And so then I went, huh. And then I tried to be normal for like 5 minutes. And then I was like, hey, man, like, I got to tell you something weird I did. And then I told her what I did. And she was like, oh, my God. And I was like, yeah, so...
You're like, not only did I text your boyfriend like a crazy person, I told everyone that listens to the podcast that I did this.
But don't worry, I didn't use their names or anything or like any of the details or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, she wasn't mad, which is good. But also like, obviously she's going to expect psychotic shit from me because she's friends with me and she knows who I am.
Right. And I feel like most people that are friends with you have a hard time telling you even if they do think it was psychotic.
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, yeah. But I'm kind of mean like that. Not mean.
I don't know if it's
I'm
mean.
assertive.
I think in this situation, it's kind of necessary.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, were it not for your boundaries in my early 20s, I might have none.
And had she asked us to cut it, we would have.
I didn't give her. No, I'm joking. She honestly, she's totally fine with it. And the only reason why I'm talking about it right now is because I have her consent to do so.
Okay, so what's the update?
Before we get to the update, I did more crazy bitch shit. So because I told her, and then she told her boyfriend, obviously, you can deny it all you want, Shannon. I know you told him, even though I begged her not to. He wound up responding to me eventually. And I was like, don't worry about it. I'll never talk to you again. Because I'm so embarrassed. I was totally joking. Like, he's very sweet. And he was very, very nice to me considering how awful what I did was.
Yeah, you can't, if I'm in his position, I can't reply to you because you've already blown shit up. And if he was ever going to propose, it's like, I got to stay away from this.
Yeah, because I ruined my own proposal. All I do is ruin proposals. Like, don't tell me anything. For the love of God, if you want a surprise proposal, I'm not the girl you come to. So in my mind and my heart of hearts, after last week's recording, which is when they were on their trip in Disney World, I was like, oh, there's no way they're getting engaged now. Like, if they were going to be engaged, I've definitely put a stop to that. That is blown.
Didn't pay for her nails. You know, outed her man's plan to her. Like, the surprise is gone. And they had started, when they got to Disneyland, they started sending me pictures of Shannon with a bare ring finger. Like, day 1, no ring. Day 2, no ring. And so in my mind, I was like, I should go join them. I should book a trip to Orlando, Florida by myself, stay in the same hotel as them, and hijack their Disney World trip. Because on Costco, it was very affordable. You can book trips through Costco?
Yeah, they're super cheap too, and it's fucking incredible. So this whole thing, like my flight, my hotel, my park hopper passes for 3 days was under $2,000 as a last minute round trip.
When I'm feeling better, should we go?
I would love to, obviously. So I start texting Shannon and her boyfriend again saying, hey, you guys, trip packages are really affordable. Would you mind if I met you in Orlando, Florida on your engagement trip? The audacity of me.
Did she just say like, no
both
thanks?
Of them were like, we'd love to have you.
No.
Both of them were so sweet. They were like, yeah, come join us. Just make sure you get pass. I was like, don't worry, y'all. It's a park hopper pass, so I can be wherever you are all the time. Like, here I come. And I was like, and I'm going to stay in the same hotel as you so we can get every meal together.
Did you have a friend that was going to join you?
I did ask one girlfriend. She's like, I can't fucking do that this week. And I was like, whatever. It's cheap. Like, fine, cool. I'll go alone. I'll hang out with Shannon and her boyfriend. So, and then I realized, like, wait, bitch, you just booked a trip to New York. Like, what is this emotional roller coaster you're going on where you're just like booking all these fucking trips because they're like affordable, but it's like, what are you doing? Like, do you really want to go through the wheel someone's fucking failed engagement trip that you ruined? Like, what are you doing? So I did not do it. I texted them and I was like, you know what? That was a rash
You had to come to Jesus?
I had to come to Jesus. Like, you know, you guys, like, it was fucking crazy. Like, I'm not going to do that.
I slept on it.
I spent 5 seconds thinking about it alone and I was like, what am I doing? Like, not that. And then that night, I got a text, day 3, engagement ring on the finger. They are engaged.
So how did it happen?
I don't know how it happened yet. I know, because I wanted Shannon to tell me. And then I had the idea that we would have her call in so that you guys would know that she's like a consenting adult in this whole thing and that I didn't ruin her life and that she's very happy and that I'm like not an asshole. Because it's all about me.
Everything is.
I don't know what isn't at this point.
Nothing, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I have something to do with your nasal drip. Anyways.
I wish you could fix it.
She couldn't call in because she has an acting class from 10:30 to 12:30, which is right now.
Actors.
Like, actors. Dedicated.
I'm one of them. I would know.
She's dedicated to her craft in a different kind of way.
What are you trying to say? You don't think I spend...
She's not calling her agent and saying, if it's not really me, let's pass.
Weird. It just doesn't sound like she knows what's for her. Maybe she should take a lesson. Maybe you should call her.
Maybe I should call her to Orlando and let her know.
Maybe I should get her boyfriend, her fiance, and her on the phone and give her some fucking advice.
Oh my God.
She's really good though. I've seen her in one of your things. And
I
she's
love
great.
her. Yeah, and she co-wrote that with me actually. I call her my blood bitch because usually if we're not like collaborating on that level together, she's down to come anywhere with me and like throw blood or like always. She's always
like
down
special
to
effects blood.
Fake blood. Like I'll give her, I did this one thing with Joe and my friend Eve before the lockdown where this girl just takes a razor blade and just slices and dices Joe's face. But I wanted blood to squirt up at her as if it were squirting out of his wounds. So Shannon, who's not even in this part of the movie, is just laying on the floor of this bathroom with like my topless friend on top of her beaming with fake blood dripping off of her face.
Do you have visuals for this?
Yeah, I'll send you that.
Okay.
Because it's the best picture I've ever taken in my life, but I love Shannon. Anyways, she went above and beyond and she sent us a voice memo telling us how the engagement went down.
Okay, did you already connect to the
No, and
machine?
I knew you would be mad at me if I didn't. Should we turn off and come back?
Well, hold on. Let me see if we can do it while we're here.
Do you want me to send you the thing?
Oh, yeah.
Now I feel like I have a nasal drip. So there's 2 versions. She sent me one that's 3 minutes and 55 seconds and one that's 2 minutes. I assume you want the 2-minute one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name?
Thank you for options, Shannon.
Your name's Ryland.
That is my name. Although I had another one of those moments the other day.
Where you thought you were Shannon.
Really fast. Yeah. Oh no. Not only did I think I was Shannon, but I did one of those crazy like dual name things where one of my neighbors who I like don't know that well, he has like this vegetation garden and he like got all this produce finally emerged from his garden.
Yeah.
And so he was so excited to share it with everyone. He like saw me like pulls over to the side of the road and was like, pick anything you want. And
I think I saw some of it in your...
Oh yes. If you were wondering why there was a random thing
huge ass
corn.
zucchini
Yeah.
and corn.
It was from him. And so after that, he goes, let me get your number so when I have a lot again, I can, send it to you. And I was like, okay, great. Ryan, just in case he forgot, like, my name. Because, like, if he's adding my number, it's weird if he has to ask for my name because we've met so many times. So I was like, I'll just give you my name. And he was like, it's not Ryland? And I was like, I gotta go.
Did you really just walk away?
Well, no, I was like, I have two names. It's weird. Some of the neighbors know me as Ryan. Some know me as Ryland. Gotta go.
You said that?
Yeah.
That's what you said?
Yes, because how are you supposed to?
That's the shadiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
How are you supposed to explain having told somebody your name is Ryland and then turning around and telling them in a different scenario your name's Ryan?
In this case, I would have gaslit the man and said, "That's what I said."
I gotta move. I cannot see him again.
You should have just gaslit him. You should have just been like, "No, that's what I said. I said Ryland."
Oops, hold on. Okay.
Spoilers.
Okay. So we decided to go to Disney World, and Jordan was very insistent on it because 8 years ago it was our very first trip together.
Cute.
And we went out there, and the whole time he was talking about this really fancy restaurant that he was able to book, and it was really hard to book. And he's been telling me about this for 6 months, very casually though. He played it super cool. So I really did not think he was proposing. And he was really flustered because it rained a little bit, and apparently it had to be moved inside. And we got there. I was at this convention center, and my situational awareness sucks. I was like, why is there no restaurant set up? But okay. And we get outside, and there's this beautiful lanterns all set up in this little semicircle, flowers. And I even thought this would be such a perfect place to propose. Turns me around, he gets on one knee, and I scream, no, and I try to run.
Why?
He had a neck gun. No, he held my hands there, so he had to kind of hold me there. Said these wonderfully nice things about me, none of which I can remember. And I said yes. And he hired a photographer, and the wonderful Disney staff were so sweet.
My nipples are so hard.
They had a cake, which I got to eat.
You horny?
And
No.
a beautiful cheese plate, which is totally the way to my heart. And then we went inside the Grand Floridian Hotel, where we took all these amazing pictures. And then he took me outside, and Cinderella's carriage was waiting for me. All lit up.
I'm gonna need some assets, Shannon.
I rode around. I felt like a princess. There were the white horses, the footmen, except they were all women, so the footwomen, all dressed up. It was so cool. It was so pretty. And then we went over to the wedding chapel area where we took pictures inside. It was really beautiful. What? And we went outside underneath the gazebo where Cinderella's castle was, and the fireworks went off. And
oh my God.
So perfect. It was so amazing. I could not have felt more like a princess. And I owe a huge shout out of it to Lizzie Gordon, because
I made it
without
happen,
her,
guys.
my nails would not have looked so amazing in all those pictures.
You need to send her a Venmo for the nails.
They were really expensive. I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ. What a hero. This is when I'm upset that the whole world isn't a YouTuber. Like, I need to watch the video.
No.
I need to see the fireworks and her getting into the carriage. And
That is so fucking sweet.
Did she send assets? Because we're going to need to see this.
No, she told me she's waiting. She told me she's waiting for...
Well, Disney, hurry the fuck up.
I think that they're coming like soonish, but she did send me like, gorgeous fucking Tiffany's ass ring.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we get to see the nails and the ring.
Yeah.
Wow, it is a very
It's stunning.
pretty ring.
Jordan, my hat is off to you. I'm so sorry. I almost ruined that. Can you imagine if in the backdrop of every photo was just me screaming? Because I would have been screaming. I would have fainted. I have a syndrome where if I'm too surprised, I pass out. Can you imagine if Shannon's engagement was overshadowed by me passing out, convulsing, and pissing a little bit? Because that's what happens when I faint.
It's best not to invite Lizzie to any surprise.
And then when I did finally tell Joe what I had done, and he was like, you fucked him up. Like, he's like, that poor man is probably so stressed out right now because of you. And then Shannon was like, he played it very cool, but after the fact, he told me he was very stressed out.
Well, yeah, you're blowing up the biggest, up to the wedding, one of the biggest days of his life that he had probably been planning forever.
He did so good. Look at fucking creepy ass Cinderella back there.
Oh,
photobombing.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe that fucking story. This is the GIF I sent her. I was like, I'm dead. That is fucking crazy.
All right. Well, Lizzie will send Chris these assets so that you guys can enjoy the photos of this beautiful couple as well.
And congratulations, Jordan and Shannon.
That is so exciting. And I'm so glad Lizzie didn't ruin it all. We all have passions that push us to do big things in life. For me, it's creating in general, but a burning love for logistics and order management No one's passionate about that.
Okay, I was going to say, where is this going?
That's why they're ShipStation. They make it easy to manage your orders and get all of your products out the door so you can get back to doing what you really love, which is growing your business. ShipStation is the #1 choice of all online sellers. You can import from any sales channel, ship with any carrier using ShipStation's deeply discounted rates, and automate just about any shipping task. That's why there's no wonder that over 100,000 online sellers choose ShipStation. Everyone wants the freedom of being an entrepreneur, and that's why I love ShipStation, because they enable business owners to easily funnel all of their orders into a simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even on your cell phone. No matter how you sell, whether it's Shopify, Etsy, even your own website, ShipStation is here to make managing your orders simple. You'll get access to amazing discounts with major carriers, including UPS, FedEx, and USPS. Easily compare carriers and choose the best solution every time. With ShipStation, small businesses can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies without the contracts or commitments. Ship more in less time for a lot less money. Use our code, THESIP, to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in the SIP. That's ShipStation.com. Enter offer code the SIP. Make ship happen.
I love that tag.
Go to the movies after this.
Lucky? Which one? The one where they're at the beach?
No, I couldn't do that without Joe. Joe's gonna be working. I can't go alone. I'm not going to the movies. I'm gonna go fucking home. I want to see old too, Chris.
Same. Should we all go?
Can we? One, take
Can
two,
we?
A mark.
Can we all go?
One, take two, B mark.
People will think I'm like spreading coronavirus if I go to a movie theater, even though I'm not. It's just like the symptoms of coughing is like eerie.
I think we should all go see Old, even though you sound eerie. Joe's been coughing in public too because he has fucking allergies.
So then you're just, every time I cough, he has allergies. We can show.
It's not what you think!
We'll pass out the negative COVID test. We'll just be like, here for your safety.
Let him live!
For your safety. Okay, so I wanted to get into some hot topics, but first I just had a weird flex.
What?
Well, it's a big deal for me. It was National Tequila Day. I was scrolling through Instagram.
Yeah.
And I realized Chili's, the restaurant, follows me.
Oh.
Weird flex.
Fuck though. That's pretty hardcore.
I mean,
damn.
just saying, like, I fucking love Chili's.
Shit.
And here they are hitting me with the follow back.
Wow.
And you better believe I followed back. So I'm expecting Chili's, if you're listening. Like, we should film an episode at Chili's.
Can I go? Because I fuck with Chili's.
I love Chili's.
I fuck with Chili's.
Their chips, their salsa, their burgers,
their queso,
their appetizers.
Yeah, I'm here for it, girl. What's up, Chili's?
Yeah, what's up, Chili's?
What's up, Chili's? Hey.
Yeah, they follow me. No big deal. No biggie. Tell me your... I can't do that trend.
Tell me my weird flex?
Do you have a weird flex?
God, I hope so.
Me too.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. Like previous stories I've told on the podcast, like I think a weird flex of mine would be that I personally disgusted James Cameron.
Wait, I
told you this. It's when I sucked the queso out of my hair.
In front of James Cameron?
Yes.
Have you told all of them too?
I think I have. I think it's on the podcast.
But, oh yeah, I guess that is a weird flex.
I mean,
love
you
James
can't say that
Cameron.
you've done that.
I can't say that I've done that.
Chris can't say that he's personally disgusted James Cameron. And I'm really bad with names, but I've been working with James Cameron's visual effects artist, Robert something.
That does Avatar?
Yeah, and he has like
Why?
Oscars. He's directing now also. And so he does those pharmaceutical commercials that I do.
Oh, okay.
And it takes every ounce of self-control for me to not tell him I've personally disgusted James Cameron. Oh, is that a weird flex? I have a version of self-control.
Yeah.
Right? For me?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I feel like we're so awkward today. I'm so sorry.
You feel like you're so awkward today because I've never felt more comfortable.
I'm just saying, if this isn't your episode, just don't give up on us because I don't feel well.
Why do I feel like you say this every week though?
I don't. I feel like I just like
No, they're telling our audience not to give up on us.
Don't give up on us.
Don't give up on us.
We're trying. I don't know. Would you prefer we cancel when I'm not feeling well, or power through and be like,
obviously, I live for this day. This is the day I get to see my friends.
Okay, Ben and Jen went Instagram official.
Okay. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Here's another question. J Lo, as she's known, was seen wearing a necklace that said Ben on it. And I want to know, like, is that a new necklace or is that an old necklace that she's just had
in the
laying in wait?
I can't imagine she kept it. I feel like, A, I feel like it's new. B, I feel like she's fucking with all of us. Like, she knows.
And they're recreating that image from the music video?
Which music video? I haven't been like a long time stan of either.
So back in the day that he was in a music video and they're on a yacht and he's touching her butt. And then this last week they were on a yacht and he was touching her butt for her birthday.
And is that the last photo in the series where it looks as though it's a magazine cover? Like I've never seen a more picture perfect photo in my entire life. Like,
I mean, easy, you saw my wedding photos.
No, it was like insane.
It's gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
Just the composition, the lighting, the outfits. I'm like, there couldn't be more of a celebrity photo to exist in the world.
And do you know that they're frequenting the Brentwood fucking Country Mart?
Well, he always used to. Do you not remember? I remember the background.
That. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But now they're there as an item. Should we go back?
Poor Jen.
Because I'd risk an awkward encounter with you-know-who to fucking be around.
I'll go to LPQ
I think we need to go to like Frida's Tacos.
Okay. I mean, I'm down. Okay. I've already been in the paparazzi photo of Ben's last relationship. Oh my God. I might as well get in a paparazzi photo of his new relationship.
Can you imagine how fun it would be if like we were all being paparazzi together?
Just the sip and what's their ship name?
Lizzie, Gordon, and Ryland Adams. What would our name be? They're Bennifer, but what are we? Lizland?
That's cute.
Lizland.
Yeah.
The non-romantic celebrity couple.
Sounds like lizard people, but maybe we are lizard people.
There's power in that.
Yeah, I just think she's fucking with everyone. I hope they're happy. Like, I hope they're genuinely happy, but I just feel like
she's fucking with them? Why would she do that?
I feel like she's addicted to the attention that relationships garner for her. Why are you hating on
J-Lo?
I'm not. I'm saying more power to her. I think if you got it, flaunt it, and she's working the system in a wonderful way. And if I'm completely wrong and she's just living her life without any caution to outside paparazzi, because it feels very, and I know Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes are on a very different level and in a different world than Jen and Ben, but they feel very like publicity.
Bennifer. Respect one element of this relationship.
It feels publicity hungry to me, but I'm not docking it. I hope they're getting publicity and they're happy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm happy for them, and I don't think it's publicity.
I watched Made in Manhattan over the weekend. So
how did you feel about it?
I love her. Yeah. It was incredible.
Yeah.
I love Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it.
And you use her serum, and you look great.
I stopped.
What the fuck? Why are you fighting with J-Lo? What the fuck?
It's deeply personal.
Obviously, she's a good woman.
I dipped into the Guest La Mer and I just...
You have no Guest La Mer, you fraud.
No shit. Okay, no, that's too much. All right.
No, tell me. No. Are you hiding it? Do you hide the Guest La Mer when I come here?
I'm not going into my La Mer story. Because I got to get off of it too. I found a dupe and it's Nivea cream. It's only all the active ingredients in Nivea cream are the same as La Mer. It's just missing their like special something formula, but dermatologists say that it's like almost the same.
Yeah.
So I've been using the Nivea on my neck.
Is it Nivea or Nuvia?
Is
it that like CVS stuff? You can get it at CVS? It's like blue?
But there's one that has the consistency of the La Mer.
For me... Can you include in the assets a picture of what it is that you're talking about so that I can secure that for myself?
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
Cool.
And it's, yeah. Mm-hmm. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Well, he's releasing his album.
Yes, he is.
And are you a Kanye West musicer?
I don't know if I'm a musicer, period.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Well, I guess he had like a listening party that she didn't attend, and he sang the lyrics, and I guess he's comparing his life in Calabasas with Kim and the kids to prison. That's not the exact lyrics.
Right.
And then he cried after the song for 3 minutes, and it was just like somber. But then she showed up to the next album listening party in a matching outfit to him. So there must be no beef.
I think that it is that the Kardashians specifically have really strong family intentions and values.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can be as absurd as they want to be, aesthetically speaking, but I do think that they have really strong core family values.
Right.
And I think it is incredibly big of her and all of them, quite frankly, to stand by their baby daddies the way that they do.
Yeah, they all do go hard.
Yeah, and it's like that is a wonderful thing. Like it's really hard to be a kid in a divorce. And it's specifically really hard to be a kid in a divorce when your parents aggressively and outwardly hate each other in the public.
Right.
And, there's something crippling to understanding that like, oh, my mom hates my dad and I'm 50% my dad. What does that mean about my relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My parents, I haven't been divorced, so I haven't actually thought through the psychology of it.
So I think it's incredibly beautiful that she shows up for him. And it's not just for him, but it's for her kids and her family. And I think that's incredible that those women do that because that takes real strength and grace.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I would.
I also have to say,
I'd be setting a few houses on fire.
I'm not putting a notification in my phone for Kanye's album. I will listen once it comes out. But I loved the Gap jacket he was wearing because he's announced it in blue, but he was wearing it in red. And it's like this I feel like it's like a Colorado winter puffer jacket.
Yeah, well,
with no
I love
zipper.
the Gap, and I've been dying for their collab.
So I don't know if you can order it yet, but I definitely want the red one, and that's pretty much what I took from the story first and foremost.
Should we do, when the Kanye Gap line drops, should we do a vlog?
Yeah, I mean, just like we've ordered everything else that we've said we've wanted to order, we probably won't, but I'm going to try.
You already ordered from the Yeezy collection?
we wanted the shoes. We've wanted so many things.
You mean we've failed with the Yeezy products
we've never,
in the past.
Yes.
It's been hard for us. It's been hard.
It's been very hard for us.
We talk a big game, and then when it comes to setting a timer and actually following through, not so much on our parts.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got a post-nasal drip, and I'm busy meddling in other people's business. So
yeah, exactly.
If I don't, who will?
You put this on the document. Marc Jacobs documents facelift.
Well, the thing that was crazy about it is that he was in like an oxygen chamber to, make for a better healing process. It was just such a funny.
Wait, what's the story?
That he got a facelift and he posted about it on his Instagram while he's in like an oxygen chamber. Did you? I sent you a picture of it too. It looks crazy.
And is that how everyone gets a facelift?
I mean, rich people must, but I know like young women who are of my income tax bracket who get BBLs and like that's not what their recovery looks like. Like this was some bougie fucking like spa day. Like I feel nothing.
I'm scared of messing with the face in any regard. Botox, facelift, anything. It's like if you mess up, there's no going back.
On a facelift, yeah, but you can dissolve other things that you put in your face.
Yeah, I guess Botox like the safest option, but I'm gonna let
you look good. I'll tell you when we should try something. I'll let you know. I'll be like, hey, do you want to reconsider that thing you said about your face?
Yeah, as long as you're honest.
But you've got a good face, and I think it's only getting better. That's the blessing of the male blessing. You guys get better with age. Because sometimes I look at our podcast and I'm like, damn, Daddy's looking good today.
Except for my sweaty pits last week, but
everybody fucking sweats.
What can you do?
Get over it. It's hot in here. It's humid. It's summer. God.
Let me cough and then we'll get into. Oh, I thought you could read my mind.
I know. Try sending it harder.
Okay, we're gonna get into advice though.
I needed a minute.
Since I'm not well, will you read them?
Oh my God, I would be fucking honored. Hey, Ryland and Lizze spelled right, which I want to take a moment and thank you for.
There's a few things in this well thought out email that really shows me that she listens to the podcast.
Oh, we love that. Should we give a trigger warning?
Yeah.
So I think that we're going to give a brief trigger warning that this includes conversation or mention of eating disorders and recovery. So if you're triggered by that, that's forward.
And then also, let's keep her anonymous because I don't know if she wanted to be or not.
Yeah. And we'll call her anonymous.
Okay.
So thankful for you legends. The sip is the highlight of my week. Hope you are both doing well. I could use your help with some advice though. Do you see what I did
She
there?
did it in all caps. So it's like she even knew the segment name.
Yeah.
We stand.
It's been a while since I've dated and I wanted to get back into it. I could use some advice on how and when to discuss that I'm in eating disorder recovery. I don't want to overload someone with too much information too soon, but recovery does affect aspects of my life. I'm not getting any younger, and if someone isn't able to handle it, isn't it better to know right away and not waste either of our time? Or should I wait to discuss the subject, giving the person a chance to get to know me first? If so, how long is a good amount of time to wait? I feel like you both may have some insights that could be helpful. Lizzie being in recovery from alcohol, substance abuse, and Ryland being on the other end of the situation, being with Shane, who is in eating disorder recovery. Thank you, Ryland, Lizzie, and Chris, for being your awesome selves and always making me smile. I appreciate everything you guys put into making The Sip amazing every week. Have a beautiful day. You all deserve it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I thought this was a really good question because, like, obviously, neither of us are experts or know a lot about eating disorders specifically. But I think overall, like, when do you reveal baggage to somebody you're dating is of, like, everyone has baggage. Everyone's holding on to something. And how soon do you show off what that is if you're really seriously dating?
Yeah. I mean, for me, like when it comes to discussing like my baggage, I'm very blunt and open about it, but that's what works for me.
Right.
And it doesn't work for everyone. And there's also the notion of like, where are you in your recovery process? Like, is it, and when I say what's right for you, I really mean it. Like, if you could be harmed or damaged by exposing this part of yourself to a stranger too soon, like if their response to it, is it going to affect for me, would it affect my sobriety is what I ask myself. Is me exposing myself to this person going to affect my sobriety?
And if the answer is yes, then maybe it's like, maybe you shouldn't be dating yet. I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's yes. So it's like, but there can be a positive and a negative. Like, is it a positive experience for me to tell this person I'm sober? Or is it going to be a negative experience for me to tell this person I'm sober?
Right.
And so if it's yes, positive, like obviously I'm going to share it. And if it's negative, then I reconsider it. And then I also think like, if in my heart of hearts, I think that's going to be a negative experience, maybe this isn't a person I should hang out with.
Yeah. And I think this person specifically said, I'm not getting any younger. So she's looking for a serious relationship. So I think going into that, you obviously want to feel comfortable enough with the person to reveal something about you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever about like throwing open the gates and being like, this is everything that's wrong with me.
Yeah.
But if you're talking back and forth, or that you sparked a good connection in person at a coffee shop, or you had I think finding an easy entry place for it that's casual and seeing how they respond is also very telling of if you want to be with them. Because when you're seeking out a person to be with, it's just as much like both parties need to be benefited. And it's like, if somebody reacts negatively, shouldn't work out anyways.
I mean, I also think that I don't think there's anything negative about being in recovery for anything. I think
I'm saying a negative reaction.
No,
if the person.
This is super not in response to what you said. I'm talking about baggage in general. I think that there's a negative stigma around baggage. And it's like sometimes, and I don't think there needs to be. Like, I think if you had something in your life that you're walking through or have walked through, and like for me, I walk through my addiction on a daily basis. So I think as long as you're walking forward with like love and kindness as your code, then there's nothing wrong with that baggage. And there should be no shame for you in exposing yourself about that. But it really does come down to, is this a safe space for you to do that for yourself?
And a true partner that's going to last the long haul will respond appropriately, or they'll want to gain the knowledge to help you be further in recovery. They're not
to be the right support for you.
If it's triggering you in a negative way, it's obviously not the right position to be placing yourself in.
Yeah. And it's not everybody's business. If you're on a date with somebody and you like how it's going, and like what you just said, it feels comfortable and natural to bring it up, do it.
I definitely don't think like running through the front door and like screaming any of your baggage right up front.
I also think it's a red flag of a person who's begging you to take it on.
Right, which might be.
I'm not saying that's what our listener is doing at all, but for a person on the receiving end of, the deposition of information, it's like that could be a red flag too.
I definitely think closer in the relationship than further though. Like first 3 dates. I mean, whenever once you identify you feel comfortable with a person, finding the right time to slide it in within the first 1 to 3 dates, because I mean, it's a waste of your time if the person's going to respond negatively.
Yeah. I also know that like anything that I put before my personal recovery is what I tend to lose first.
Interesting.
So like if I don't put my recovery before my relationships, before my career, before my everything, then my world starts to crumble. So if I'm in a position where I'm not doing what's right for me and my recovery and like my relationship with like God or a higher power or whatever, then I'm compromising my recovery. So all of those facets of things that I work on for myself, like those are the tools that I use to ask myself, is this choice that I'm making, loving, kindness, good for me, good for the environment? Like, is this a choice that I should make? Yes or no?
Right.
So you can always weigh the pros and cons of introducing these things to new people based off of what you already have when it comes to like making other choices.
Yeah. And I this by no means should be a deal breaker for another person. I mean, but I hope we helped a little bit.
Yeah. What feels right for you?
Yeah.
And consult with other people around you who have have like a similar experience and who you've noticed are emotionally where like you look up to them, their emotional status and their health and their healing process or whatever. But those people could be a great source of, guidance and wisdom for you when it comes to what you're comfortable sharing. But I never feel like your recovery is another person's burden, nor is it a negative thing that you need to be concerned about hiding from these people.
No. And I mean, especially like with you, I think you being in recovery has brought a lot of insight into my life. Like a lot of the tools that you've gained and that you regularly practice have enhanced my life. And I'm not in a relationship with you, but we're very close. Yeah. And I think like I think it's inspiring and beneficial even.
I really appreciate that. But I do also have to say, like, not that we're just here to be complimenting each other, but I notice a lot of the way that you live your life is like insanely healthy and like really inspirational. And it helps me as a person who's just trying to be a normal fucking person on this earth. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you.
I think we're great. And I think you're great.
And
Ms.
thank
Anonymous.
you for your thoughtful, honest submission.
Yeah. And, you're worthy of love. You're deserving of love. So like, get that shit, bitch.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have the next one?
Oh, I forgot. I'm in charge of this part. Sorry. Yes, I do. Help. Quarter life crisis over here. I'm 25 years old and I'm starting to doubt all of my life decisions, career choice, relationships, city where I live. Is this normal? Did you experience this? How do you know you're making the right decisions for your future? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very normal. I think, especially with the past year, given everything that's happened in the world, I'm currently questioning, like, do I want to live in LA where I never thought I would ever leave? It's like, I think people are ever evolving and you kind of just have to trust your gut and go with it.
Yeah. Life is long is what I've realized. And then it's over in a blink of an eye. So it's more about the journey than it is the destination. And if you don't like the trip you're on, pick a new path.
And if you're questioning not loving the day to day, maybe it's because you need a change. Yeah. And I think you just have to follow your gut in what that change might be, whether it be tweaking one aspect before all three. Like you might not need to move to a different city and get a new job and make all new friends. Mm-hmm. Maybe you just start with a new job.
I would even say start deeper than that. So before you make any changes on the surface level, do a deep dive into yourself and figure out, like, some people do this thing where it's like, ask the 5 whys. Like, why do you feel this way? And then you answer it and you're like, well, why do you feel that way? And then you answer that. And it's like, you make it to the core issue. And the core issue is something that could be addressed maybe without uprooting everything.
Right.
But if you're really addressing the core issue, you can be set on the right path a little bit faster. So like deep introspection in times of crisis.
So me moving to Colorado, let's play the game.
Why do you want to move to Colorado?
To be closer to family, honestly.
And why do you want to be closer to your family?
Because I want to raise a family of my own.
And why do you want to raise a family of your own?
Because I think that is will be fulfilling to me knowing what my family means to me. And I think my priorities have shifted. Not that I don't care about my career, but that I always had an envision for my career being like, oh, when I'm 40, I'll have a talk show. But now I think like I can have a podcast. I have the luxury of working from home. So it's like, why would I not be in optimal happiness?
And why do you feel that you will be fulfilled by making your own family?
Well, I think
this is where it gets tricky, and you totally don't have to answer this because who the fuck am I? And we're on a podcast right now that we're filming, and so like I don't want you to feel pressured to answer that because I do feel like deep introspection can be somewhat like, you know, it upsets what's going on.
Because my family are the most important relationships I have in my life.
Right.
So I want to continue that on. Like I want to, not only do I think it will be fulfilling for me in my life, in my day to day, but I also think like it's just like a circle of life, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, back to this person.
Yeah. But what you did is on your own, I think you had a shift of core values. So initially your core value was career driven, and now your core value is family life driven over a huge dream and ambition, right?
Right.
So what you did is you came to a soulful, discovery that something is more important to you than another thing. And it's like I had the same thing when it came to Joe. I have a huge dream that I put before everything, much like your dream, even though it's a different version of it. And when I met Joe, my dream changed.
Right.
And if what you're doing is based off of, again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, like love and kindness, and if your next step is in the direction of love and kindness for yourself and for the world, take that fucking step.
Well, I just think I've realized, like, I've been lucky enough to taste what I think is a good amount of success. And I think what I'll remember more when I'm on my deathbed is my day-to-day of, like, having a family. Like, oh my gosh, this video got this, or I got this milestone. And so it's like, it is exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And, all I ask is a guest house for me to inhabit.
Well, yes. And
a room for Chris.
Right.
In my guest house.
Right. Let's all move to Colorado, guys.
I mean, I can't do Colorado full time.
Okay. We can both do halftime.
Yeah. I would come to Colorado, though.
All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for the show. I hope you guys liked it.
What a cliffhanger! Chris is like, do I have to talk to Kalani? Like, am I a Colorado boy now?
Watch the vlog that went out yesterday, part 2 in the Colorado series.
It's up?
Yeah.
Then my Instagram feed isn't pushing you to me.
This is Monday where I'm acting as though this is Wednesday when we go live.
Right.
Because Monday it's not up. Tuesday it's up. It's all confusing. The hard life of a YouTuber.
I'm not used to this, guys.
Do you want to do the outro? Because I'm very coffee right now. Thanks for watching. And it is, if you would like to tell your friends about us, you can tell what
your
are
friends.
we, an MCM?
It's an MLM. Were you Mad Crush Mondaying us? He's unwell.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we've had a great chat with you here on Wednesday. Going up on a Wednesday.
It's Tuesday, but
whatever. Here we are at the end of this episode, and I would personally like to thank you for joining myself and my sick compadre here. Is compadre a word? Doesn't matter. Moving on. Be advised, we do have shareable links, and if you would like to have a friend view us and listen to us as well so that you might have discussions about our opinions, maybe you disagree with us, let us know in the comments in a nice way. In a nice, friendly way. We are people with feelings. And, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn your push notifications on so that you never miss a beautiful episode of The Sip. And we're also on social media ourselves, and those are here.
Yep.
This is me indicating where they would be on the screen. I think I'm doing it good.
Yep. We love you very much.
And goodbye, because that's The Sip. I don't think I'm good at outros.
I think I have something like running down my nose.
I don't like the pressures of these bookends.